In the not too distant future, in the year 2185, humanity had made monumental strides in space exploration. The United Earth Federation had established colonies on Mars, Europa, and Titan. Yet the greatest mystery still eluded them: alien life. Despite countless missions and probes, the cosmos seemed eerily silent, a paradox known as the Fermi Paradox. Which begs the question, why in a universe teeming with stars and planets had no other intelligent life made contact? Dr. Alara Morgan, an astrophysicist with the Federation, was determined to find an answer. Her research had led her to a chilling theory known as the Dark Forest hypothesis. It suggests that advanced civilizations are silent and hidden, fearing that any signal might lead to their destruction by a more powerful predatory species. But what if there were more to it than fear? What if the silence was enforced by something or someone? Alara sat in her cluttered office aboard the space station Horizon, staring at the anomaly on her screen. It was a faint repeating signal coming from the Perseus arm of the Milky Way. The signal was unlike any she had seen before, almost as if it was encrypted.
Alara, you need to see this.
Her colleague, Dr. Raj Patel, interrupted her thoughts, pointing to the data stream.
The signal, it's changing.
Alara's heart raced as she watched the signal morph into something more complex. It wasn't just random noise. It was a message. But from whom? Or what?
We need to decode this,
she said, her voice trembling with excitement and fear. The Federation wasted no time. A mission was quickly assembled to investigate the source of the signal. The starship Intrepid was tasked with the journey, its crew a mix of scientists, engineers, and military personnel. Alara and Raj were among them. As the Intrepid traveled through the vast expanse of space, tension mounted. The unknown origin of the signal and the implications of the Dark Forest weighed heavily on everyone's minds. What if they were walking into a trap? Upon arrival at the source of the signal, the crew discovered a derelict alien spacecraft drifting silently in the void. It was enormous, dwarfing the Intrepid and unlike any known design. The ship's technology was far beyond anything humanity had achieved. Captain Marcus Shaw stood on the bridge of the Intrepid, his eyes fixed on the view screen displaying the alien vessel.
Commander, initiate a full-spectrum scan of the ship. I want to know what we're dealing with.
Commander Sarah Mitchell quickly ran her fingers across her console.
Scanning now, sir. Preliminary readings show no signs of life, but there's an energy signature coming from the central structure.
Alara and Raj looked at each other.
That energy signature could be the source of the signal,
Alara suggested.
Agreed.
Raj nodded.
We need to get closer.
The captain gave a curt nod.
Take us in, Commander Mitchell. Keep those scans going. I want real-time updates.
As the Intrepid approached, the alien ship loomed larger, its surface covered in strange, intricate patterns.
Scanning complete.
Mitchell reported.
No life signs detected, but the ship's systems are in low power mode. There's also a residual energy field that might have defensive capabilities.
Understood,
Shaw replied.
Prepare an away team. Dr. Morgan, Dr. Patel, you're with me. Lieutenant Hernandez, you too. Make sure you're armed and have full environmental suits.
Minutes later, the away team stood in the airlock, double-checking their gear. Alara's heart raced with a mix of fear and excitement.
Ready?
Shaw asked, his voice steady.
Ready.
They all confirmed. The airlock cycled, and they moved cautiously towards the alien vessel. The silence of space was overwhelming, broken only by the sound of their own breathing.
Activating magnetic boots,
Hernandez said as they reached the ship's hull. They latched onto the surface, making their way to what appeared to be an airlock.
Mitchell, we're at the airlock. Can you interface with their systems?
Shaw asked through the comms.
I'll try, Captain. Give me a moment.
Mitchell's voice crackled. After a tense minute, she continued.
I've got it. Opening the airlock now.
The door slid open with a hiss, revealing a dark interior. Their suit lights flickered on, illuminating the corridor ahead. They stepped inside. The atmosphere within, surprisingly breathable, but thick with an unsettling sense of abandonment.
Stay sharp.
Shaw ordered.
Let's move.
They navigated through the labyrinth of corridors, their lights casting eerie shadows. The ship's design was alien yet strangely elegant, with walls covered in the same intricate patterns they had seen outside.
Hold up.
Hernandez said, raising a hand.
There's a door here. Looks like it leads to a central chamber.
Let's check it out.
Alara suggested.
It could be where the energy signature is coming from.
They forced the door open, revealing a vast chamber filled with strange, cylindrical pods. Inside each pod was a humanoid figure, suspended in some form of stasis. The aliens were unlike anything they had ever imagined, with elongated limbs and iridescent skin.
My God,
Raj whispered.
what happened to them?
That's what we're here to find out.
Shaw replied.
Mitchell, any change in the ship status?
Negative, Captain. Everything's still in low power mode.
Let's keep moving.
Shaw said.
We need to find the source of that signal.
As they pressed deeper into the ship, the atmosphere grew more oppressive. They finally reached what appeared to be the control center. Alara and Raj approached the central computer, its surface covered in alien symbols.
All right, let's see if we can interface with this.
Alara said, connecting her portable terminal to the alien system. The screen flickered, and streams of data began to flow.
I'm in.
Raj said.
It's going to take some time to decode this, but we should be able to access their logs.
Do it.
Shaw ordered.
Hernandez, keep an eye on the entrance. I don't want any surprises.
As Raj worked, Alara examined the chamber. Her eyes were drawn to a large screen displaying a star map. It seemed to highlight specific regions of space, with one area pulsing ominously.
Captain, I think I've got something.
Raj said suddenly.
The logs?
The logs revealed that the alien species, known as the Lyrians, had been explorers like humans. They had discovered the Dark Forest and realized that countless other civilizations had been obliterated by a ruthless, unseen force. The Lyrians had gone into hiding, hoping to remain undetected, but it was too late. The Force had found them. The last log entry was a desperate warning. They are coming. Before anyone could react, the ship's systems began to power up. Lights flickered on and the hum of machinery filled the air. An alarm sounded, echoing through the corridors, and a message in the Lyrian language. You have awakened them. Alara's blood ran cold as she realized the signal they had detected was a distress call, a beacon that had lain dormant until their arrival. They had unwittingly triggered the ship's defenses, and whatever destroyed the Lyrians was now aware of their presence.
Captain, the ship's coming to life.
Hernandez shouted.
We need to get out of here.
Fall back to the airlock.
Shaw commanded.
Move.
The team sprinted through the now-lit corridors, the ship's systems activating around them. Doors slammed shut, and defensive turrets emerged from the walls, firing pulses of energy.
Hernandez, cover us.
Shaw ordered as they ran. Hernandez fired back at the turrets, buying them precious seconds. They reached the airlock, diving through just as it began to close.
Mitchell, get us out of here.
Shaw yelled into the comms. The Intrepid's engines roared to life, pulling them away from the alien vessel. Just as they cleared the ship, it started to implode, collapsing in on itself in a blinding flash of light. Breathing heavily, the away team watched from the safety of their ship.
We made it,
Alara said, relief washing over her.
but what have we unleashed?
Whatever it is,
Shaw said grimly.
we need to warn her. The Dark Forest is real, and we just woke it up.
As they fled, they detected a massive, ominous object approaching from the edge of the system. It was unlike anything they had ever seen, vast and dark, absorbing all light. Alara and Raj knew they had to warn Earth. The journey home was fraught with danger. The predatory force, an ancient and malevolent intelligence, pursued them relentlessly. The crew faced impossible odds, battling not just for their survival, but for the future of humanity. The initial days after escaping the alien ship were tense. The crew of the Intrepid worked tirelessly to keep their ship running while avoiding detection. The vastness of space offered little comfort. They knew the Predator was out there, somewhere, hunting them.
Captain, we can't maintain the space much longer.
Hernandez reported, her voice tinged with fatigue.
Our engines are overheating and we need to make repairs.
We don't have a choice.
Shaw replied, his eyes fixed on the star map.
If we stop, we're dead. We need to find a way to buy ourselves some time.
Alara sat in the ship's lab, analyzing the data they had retrieved from the alien vessel. Her mind raced with possibilities.
Captain, I may have an idea.
She said, looking up from her console.
The energy signatures from the Lyrian ship, they had some kind of cloaking technology. If we can replicate it, even partially, it might help us evade detection.
Do it.
Shaw ordered.
Get everyone you need and make it happen.
Alara and Raj worked around the clock, their hands trembling from exhaustion, but driven by the urgency of their situation. They reverse-engineered the Lyrian technology, adapting it to the Intrepid systems.
Initiating cloaking sequence now.
Raj announced. The ship shuddered as the new systems came online. The view screen dimmed slightly as the Intrepid disappeared from visual and sensor detection.
Captain, we're cloaked,
Ella reported.
but it won't last long. The power drain is immense.
It just needs to last long enough.
Shaw said grimly. As they continued their journey, they passed through desolate star systems and abandoned outposts, remnants of civilizations that had fallen silent. Each discovery was a stark reminder of the Dark Forest's reality. They were not alone, but they were very much on their own. One night, as Alara lay in her bunk, she pondered the implications of their discovery. The universe was a dangerous place, where silence was survival. She wondered if humanity could ever truly thrive in such a hostile universe.
Alara,
Raj's voice cracked over the comm, breaking her thoughts.
you need to see this.
She hurried to the lab where Raj was staring at the monitor, a look of disbelief on his face.
What is it?
She asked.
The data from the Lyrian logs.
Raj said, pointing to the screen.
There's a pattern. The Predator, it's not just one entity. It's a network, a collective intelligence. It's been methodically wiping out civilizations for millennia.
Alara felt a chill run down her spine.
But why? What's the purpose?
Control.
Raj replied.
To ensure nothing rises to challenge it. It's maintaining a balance, a twisted form of cosmic order.
As the Intrepid raced through the galaxy, Alara pondered the implications of their discovery. The Dark Forest was real, and the silence of the cosmos was not born of peace, but of fear and annihilation. They had glimpsed the true nature of the universe, a place where the price of curiosity could be extinction. Against all odds, the Intrepid made it back to Earth. The Federation scrambled to prepare for the impending threat, uniting humanity in a way never before seen. The knowledge of the Dark Forest had changed everything, forcing humanity to confront the harsh reality of their place in the cosmos. Alara stood on the deck of the space station Horizon, gazing at the stars. They were no longer just points of light in the night sky. They were the eyes of the Dark Forest, watching and waiting. And somewhere out there, the ancient intelligence that had destroyed countless civilizations was coming for them. The mysteries of alien life had been uncovered, but the answers brought only more questions and a chilling realization. In the dark forest, the greatest threat was not the unknown, but the silence that preceded annihilation. I hope you all have enjoyed this episode. If you have, make sure to give it some love and give us a follow. I'm Dwayne, and this has been Edens of Mystery. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the truth.
Mystery grips the air, breathless care, facing doom and danger. Do we dare? Above and below, we toil in fright. Ancient eyes see us through the night. Mystery grips the air, breathless scare, facing doom and danger. Do we dare? Above and below, we toil in fright. Ancient eyes